everyone, Fluffy here, back with another mukbang. As soon as I started this, Big Dog started to walk over here. I think they know what this recordings mean. Now she walked away. What I have for you today is what I've been talking about. The inspiration for this dish is a new YouTuber. Well, I say new to me. And her name is Kimmy. It's not the mukbanger Kimmy. It is spelled K-I-M-I. And I will put a link up here. I don't ever remember where it shows up. But I'll put a link up here. So if I say here, because that's where it shows, it'll probably be here. Of the particular video I was talking about. She called these cabbage pork dumplings. It looks more like an Asian cabbage roll, but she called it a pork dumpling, a cabbage dumpling. So I think that's what I'm going to call it. Probably maybe dumpling / roll. So I did a close-up, and I'll put it in right here. Don't those look good? My biggest thing is going to be, hopefully they're cooked. And as we go, I'll explain how I did it, and I'll give you the carb counts. When I told you I had to figure something out because I was shocked about the carb count, y'all, cabbage has carbs. To me, they have more carbs than I could because I kind of put them in the lettuce category. Regular American cabbage, the green head of cabbage that we all know, has 5.4 carbs for a cup of cooked cabbage. Napa cabbage has 2.4 carbs for a cup. So what I had to do was try to figure out how much cooked cabbage I could get in a cup so that I would know what the breakdown is. And what I figured out is it's approximately 3 leaves, Napa leaves, for 1 cup if you do it cooked. So that would be 2.4 per cup. So I could get 3 in 1 cup. So every 3 is 2.5. So 6, 2, 2, 4, 6 would be 5 carbs. And then 2 would be 2 carbs, 1.5. So if I say 7 carbs, close enough? For the lettuce, what's in the filling is ground up pork, and I ground it up myself. I use country pork ribs. Ground pork, no carbs. Doenjang, which is soybean paste, no carbs, because I was concerned about that. Cooking wine, y'all be careful, mirin has carbs. I didn't know that until I started looking it up. Cooking wine, green onions, and it's, for a medium stock, it's 1.1 carb. I used about 2 carbs in all of this. And I had meat left over because it calls for 2 pounds of meat, and I only did 8 rolls. And I had meat left, and I think I used like 2.5. It was 2 cups for this recipe, and I don't know how many she made. I probably overstuffed mine, so I had some left over, and there's green onion. So I'm going to say 2 carbs. So what do we decide? 5, 10, about 14, about 16 carbs, 15, 16 carb meal. Not bad. So, and then in here I have dip, green onion, soy sauce, rice wine vinegar, and I think I put a little, I don't know if I put in No, sesame oil. Pardon the lipstick. And it is cooked. It is not bad at all. You can definitely taste the soybean paste in it. If you've never had it, it's got like it's got a funk to it because it's fermented, kind of like gochujang. So you might want to taste it before you put it in here. If she didn't, I didn't see, because I had to do Google Translate to translate everything. I didn't see sesame oil in the recipe for the pork. I would add sesame oil. I think that's missing to me. And she's a Korean, so. You Koreans, read the recipe and let me know if I missed that. So then I should have put it in here. I find that it's missing, but it's good. So, and I know Evan had asked me, you know, maybe I should do a cooking live mukbang. I've never done one. I've done a cooking mukbang. I've done a live mukbang, but never cooking. And because I had to figure out how many leaves I could put in a cup to give y'all as close to the right measurements as I could, I just couldn't do that. Because you have to cook the napa so that it's flexible enough for you to roll. Fill it. And you have to mix the meat. It would have been a big process. So, not bad. Not bad. This one, I like that leafy green. And then I steam these. Y'all, I don't have a steamer. So, you know those sieves that have a handle on it with the lips that you could, like, you can strain over the sink, or they have little things. I put all of these in there over the pot of the boiling water that I used to cook the cabbage with. I put foil over the top to steam it, and I steamed all of these for 7 minutes. I was afraid because it's pork and it really needs, you can't al dente or rare pork. But she put it raw. So if you're kind of a novice at cooking and you're nervous, I suppose that you could fry the pork ahead of time, then wrap it all together. Then I don't know that you would need to steam it again. But you kind of want that pork flavor in the cabbage, because I can definitely taste it. These are good, y'all. Better with sesame oil. Her dumplings were definitely smaller, but I didn't want to use that many, that much cabbage to keep my meal low carbs. It is 2:31 in the afternoon. Who are you barking at now? She also didn't put soy sauce in the recipe. I would have loved to seen some gochujang in here. Y'all, watch your gochujang. It has carbs. I should have added that to it, but I didn't know. So I've got a new brand of gochujang that has less carbs in it because they put rice flour in it. And some use the corn syrup. The dish that I made, that Korean dish, more carbs than I thought, but still under 20, I believe. So, I love napa cabbage. Just pour it on. Needs a little bit more flavor, y'all. But it's good. Got some good flavors. I love that soybean paste in it. And since I went over the 2 cups by like half a cup, I probably could have put more in there. So what you could do probably if you wanted to try this, especially if you're like me, you like sesame oil and stuff, you could make it like her recipe says, and then cook a little piece, make a little patty out of it, and cook it and taste it and see what you need to add. Make it your own. I should have done that. But it has some really good base flavors. I would make it again. I would tweak it, but I would definitely make it again. I'm not disappointed. Look, ladylike aside, that wasn't going to last long. You can taste the green onion in it. You could, if you're not worried about the carbs, you could use regular cabbage. I think somebody broke our mailbox again. You know, we have because the neighbor had texted me. She left her number for me because she was looking for some mail. So I still have her in my phone, and she texted me about the mailbox. She texted me like 9 o'clock in the morning, and I didn't wake up again until noon. But she asked me about the mailbox. Whose responsibility is it? So I asked her if it was the whole box, and she must have thought I blew her off because she never answered me back. But it's happened before. I drove by one time and a whole box, excuse me, was knocked down. How many did I eat so far? 1, 2, 3, 4. These are filling. Cooked. Right? Not cooked. There was a little spot of the soybean paste I didn't mix in. I was like, is that cooked? It's cooked. You don't see fluff for a few days. Because she ate raw pork. No, I didn't eat raw pork. Out of a 1 to 10, using her recipe, and I'm not downing her recipe. Like I said, y'all let me know if I missed it. I would say it was a 7. Unlike the dish I made or the pizza thingies, this is about a 7. I would tweak it, y'all. It's good, but it's not. Oh my God. It's got potential, especially since us low carbers can't have the dumpling wrappers. That's a good way to get a dumpling in. So you could use your own dumpling filling. If you have one. Evan, I know you have one probably. Probably. Y'all can have cabbage. Out of the 4 I ate, it's probably 8 of hers. Because I put a lot of filling in. So, I'm going to stop here. 15-minute mukbang. I can't eat anymore. I mean, these are huge. Look, like my hand. Look how big they are. So they're huge. I should have made them smaller, but I was worried about the carb count in them. So I was kind of concerned about that. Well, I put as much filling as I could in one leaf to save the carb count. And I shouldn't have done that because I can only eat 4. Maybe I'm eating less. You think? Maybe not. Maybe I'd have snarked them all down had they. I'm not disappointed. I just wish that it would have been a 10. So I'm not going to call this a mukbang fail because I did eat 4. They were good enough to eat 4. I'm just, you know, when I eat Asian food, and maybe some of you Asians are saying, Fluffy, not everything has to have sesame oil in it. Well, you know, but I like sesame oil. And I think I meant to put some in here, but I forgot because I kept going, excuse me, back and forth to do things. So I would say check it out. If you do try this recipe, I encourage you to go click on Kimi, K-I-M-I. It is a ASMR cooking channel. She does mostly cooking sounds. And she eats a little bit at the end for an ASMR, but hers are, that's what I like about her channel. Because like even the other Kimmy, the mukbanger, her ASMR channel, I will watch her until she starts to eat because I love her cooking sounds too. But anyway, if you try it, let me know. Make the patty. Encourage y'all, if you make it just like she makes it, make yourself a patty and cook it first and taste it. And then tweak the rest of the meat to your flavor and let me know what you think. Let me know if you had to add anything, if you agree with me, or I'm just full of crap and you know what I mean? God bless y'all. Positive vibes out to each and every one of you. Remember to always be kind, and I will talk to y'all real soon. Bye.